Hey everybody, Neil Thompson from Teach the Geek here. I work with technical professionals so they can present more effectively, especially in front of non-technical audiences. And you can learn more about that at teachthegeek.com. Again, that's teachthegeek.com. And as always, remember to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel as every bit helps. On this channel, I've been a big advocate of developing speaker training programs for technical staff within organizations. I think it's an excellent way to help technical people just get better, more confident, and comfortable communicating what they know, especially to non-technical audiences. And I truly believe that this is something that an organization with technical people should prioritize and invest in. And why do I say that? Not just because I developed such a program, but it actually has to do with a story that I'd like to tell you. When I worked as a product development engineer, it was actually my first product development engineer job. I was assigned a project called Stem Cell Concentrator. So essentially what that would do, it would take bone marrow aspirate from people and separate out the mesenchymal stem cells that are used for bone regeneration. So now we don't just have the bone marrow aspirate. We could throw away all that stuff because we don't want it. We just want the stem cells that are within the bone marrow aspirate. And we were able to separate them out from that bone marrow aspirate. Liquid gold, really. And I started working on that project, and I had to give presentations to senior management on a monthly basis on the update to that project. Those presentations were terrible, to say the least. And a lot of times, what would happen is I'd have to answer questions afterwards that I thought I had answered during the presentation. And at some point, after a few presentations, that project was canceled. And the issue with that project being canceled is there's not a whole lot of stem cell concentrators out there. I think there was maybe one other one at the time. And so what was I put on instead? Instead of working on that project, I was put on another project that was essentially a Me Too product. What is Me Too product? At least in medical devices, more specifically in spinal implants, a Me Too product is a product that everybody else sells. Every other spinal implant company sells, and you're just putting your own spin on it as to why yours is different, although the difference is superficial at best. Maybe we offer a different size. Maybe there are ridges on this implant, which will help with bone integration. And we spin this really hard with our marketing materials. But ultimately, in so many instances, there was no difference. So I look back on that now, 15 years later, actually more than 15 years now, and I think to myself, if I was just better at communicating the importance of this stem cell concentrator and what it could do for the company, not just be a Me Too product, but actually be a differentiator. That company could have made a lot of money on that stem cell concentrator, but I suppose we'll never know. If only they had offered something for people like me, maybe something like a speaker training program. I could have gotten better at communicating the importance of that product or potential product to the company. It could not have been canceled. Perhaps it wouldn't have been canceled. And who knows, maybe they'd be $1 billion company by now. I suppose we'll never know. So if you are in HR, you're in L&D, and you're thinking we have a whole lot of priorities, why should developing a speaker training program for technical staff become a top priority? Think of this story. Think of Neil Thompson, product development engineer, trying to convey a product idea that could revolutionize or at least give the company a product that wasn't just a knockoff of some other product from some other company. We could actually be a differentiator. We could actually be disruptive. We could actually be innovative. But I wasn't able to communicate any of that back then. So hopefully the technical people that you work with, if you were to develop a speaker training program for them, they could develop those types of products. And it would get the decision makers excited about the possibilities of those products. And you'd see them through to their end and actually have a product be marketed and developed and released into the market. And you get a whole lot of money. That's what it's all about, right? Not a Me Too product. But that's essentially what I want to say about that. I mean, as a technical person, a lot of us, we're not the best at communicating what we are thinking about, our product ideas to others, especially decision makers who are non-technical. Give us give us a speaker training program to really help us get better at that. And well, we all benefit. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Again, my name is Neil Thompson. I'm the founder of Teach the Geek. I work with technical professionals so they can present more effectively, especially in front of non-technical audiences. And you can learn more about that at teachthegeek.com. Again, that's teachthegeek.com. As always, remember to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, as every bit helps. Thanks and have a great day.